stopped doing it for good the day he saw old Peg. With his own two eyes. Old Peg? Is that supposed to mean something? You don't know of Old Peg? You've covered enough miles to know firsthand that radiation ravages all living things in its own way. But no one wonders about the deep blue sea. So one day, my grandpappy was egging. It was a foul day. Fog so thick you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. He was stumbling along and then he heard a tremendous clamoring. From the ocean. Like nothing he'd ever heard before or since. He stood still for a long time. The fog cleared for a brief moment, and that's when he saw the outline of the great behemoth. Massive. Bigger than anything you or I will ever see. Old Peg. A giant, blue ghoul whale. A ghoul whale? Yeah. As the fog gathered, he saw that great beast emerge back into the deep, and my grandpappy fled for the first and last time in his life. Ask any of the old-timers, and they'll all agree. Something ancient and terrifying haunts the sea.
I found your grandpa. Not much left except his hat.
Grandpa Savoldi. Damn. People on the hill don't think kindly about the Minutemen. Say they didn't help when we needed them. My grandpa was a hero. And I won't hear anything different.
What's people's problem with the Minutemen?
A long time ago, Bunker Hill was wiped out by raiders. Back then, the Minutemen were on their last legs. The few Minutemen left ignored the call, rather than die here in vain.
I found your grandpa's body in a sinkhole. He almost made it out.
Well, I'll be damned. He was a tough old cuss, you know? I heard about you. Building the Minutemen back up? Good luck getting Kessler to give a damn. But you keep that hat. My grandfather would have wanted it to be put to use, instead of hanging on the wall of some shitty bar.
I cleared the training yard of Farrell's.
Finally, someone that can get things done. Here's your pay. You know, Kessler's been looking for someone competent. If you're looking for more work, talk with her. Before you go, though, I was hoping you could spend some of that reward here with little old me.
Let's see what you've got.
You'll find something you like. Everyone does.
Hey, so Deb's been talking you up. Says you get results. I got a sensitive job that needs someone with skills, and more rolling around in their head than marbles. That sound like you?
So what's the job?
Our town works because everyone knows we got the raider angle covered. The gangs get paid off and leave our caravans alone. But Zeller's army is getting greedy, asking for more caps. And after we pay them, the bastards still hit our people. But I found out the army's holed up in an old prep school. The job's simple. Deal with them.
Know anything else about Zeller's army?
It took a lot of favors just to get the name of their crash pad. The East Boston Prep School. Judge Zeller runs a strange outfit. Came out of nowhere and now they're players. I don't know what you'll find there.
Consider Zeller's army dealt with.
These guys are dangerous, so be careful. If there are survivors, rescue them. If any lost caravan hands make their way back into circulation, that'll do wonders for trade. But above all, you're just a freelancer working for yourself. Never even heard of us on the hill, right?
What the hell was that? Found yourself!
This is all just another day for me. Take the good with the bad, I guess.
Getting tired yet?
Hey.
Oh, it's on!
Yes.
Where'd the little bitch go? Fuck me! Pull it in the knee! Feel that? It's coming!
Hell yeah. Dog meat. Hey, boy. Suits me fine. Dead as can be. Bingo. Huh. I eat danger for breakfast. Tastes like chicken. Yes. No good. Bitch. Dog meat. Hey, boy. Sweet. Come to Mama. Excellent.
I hear someone. Combat positions.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Who's out there?
Nothing there now.
Come on now, rookie!
Who's there?
Noise.
Hey,
Hey! Oh, man, come back!
Keep it down.
Oh,
I hear someone
was
coming.
having fun!
Hey, get into position.
fucking seeing things.
Just getting warmed up over here.
The jet will make you jittery.
What the? What?
Disappearing act, huh?
Get some, motherfucker.
Give up now? I'll make it quick.
Hell yeah.
Just had to, huh?
How do you feel now, huh?
Ain't personal. Just you. Made a big mistake, rookie.
Up yours.
Don't you die on me!
I've done this hundreds of times. You'll be any different?
Bye.
Ain't my first gunfight, rookie! You having fun? Huh? I could do this all day. Come on, girl!
Nice. Excellent. Up yours.
I'm coming for your little dumb. You're nothing.
Scared yet?
There we go.
Shit. Lost. When you turn up, you're dead. No need to hide. I'll be over soon. Go! Where are you?
Yes.
Come on, little girl. Let's do this. You're still alive? Christ.
Hell yeah.
Should've just run! Asshole! Just give...
Excellent. Nice.
Don't let any of these Zeller's army bastards live.
Got it.
Kessler send you? Thank God. I couldn't take much more of it.
Sweet.
Thank you.
That's it. Yes. Hell yeah. chained on the other side.
You are so dead!
Hey, there's a good dog. How you doing, buddy?
could really use your help.
What do you need?
Something nasty's living just around the corner from here. It's only a matter of time before there's some real trouble. What's really too bad is it'd be a nice spot for a new settlement. In fact, I know some folks that'd love to set up there if it was safe. If you could make sure the old workshop there is still in one piece, anyone who decides to move in later will be able to rebuild.
Where is this place?
We have a pretty good idea. I hope you can find them and wipe them out.
Scanning. Accessing free war records. Record found. Driver's license. S91328862. Lawyer. Ahoy there, citizen. You are hereby conscripted into the Congressional Army.
You're doing what? You don't have the authority to do that.
We are in desperate times, madam. Proclamation 22 allows all crew members to conscript citizens for the war effort. The captain requests your presence on the bridge. Cut the double quick, madam.
Speaking. We're taking on an allied soldier. Clear the berth. Disable defenses. Make way.
Warning. Overdue for maintenance.
Midshipmen, stand down.
Criminal
Stand down, I say. This soldier is a guest on our vessel. Please afford him all appropriate courtesies.
First mate.
Unidentified. Intruder. Intruder.
Mr. First Mate, this is the captain. This soldier is no intruder.
Requesting permission to use lethal force.
What? You're gonna kill me?
Affirmative.
Stand down. That's an order. And for God's sake, use the accent.
I, Captain, standing down. Permission to destroy. Intruder denied.
'Tis an honor to crew such a storied vessel.
Thanks for your help. Captain Ironsides.
I'll have none of your lip, Mr. Navigator. Have the crow's nest scan 2 points off the port bow. Jump to it.
Aye, Captain.
Our soldier has arrived. I trust the first mate didn't give you too hard a time. Been too long since we've seen the Congressional Army.
First Mate? Congressional Army? Why are you talking like that?
This is the pride of our Navy, the USS Constitution. As her commander, it is my privilege to enforce a certain measure of decorum amongst my crew.
Why are you even here? On this ship, it's ancient.
This vessel has more than once been the seat of our great nation's naval power. Is it not fitting she don this mantle again?
You didn't explain why you're talking like that.
Look around you. In these times of great unrest, is it not prudent to adopt the manner of a more civilized time? If that answer is not to your satisfaction, I'm afraid you must make your peace with it.
Are you crazy? Do you even know what year it is?
Do not mistake my genteel manner for derangement, madam. I am fully aware that it is the year of our Lord 2287.
And you're in charge here?
As ordained by the chain of command, the links of which start with our most august admirals and plummet to the lowliest of sentrybots. After all our brothers in arms perished, I reluctantly assumed command.
Your lookout told me to come up here. Why?
I confess, we need your assistance. You visit this fine vessel in trying times. It calmed these long years on her airy perch. Damn you, Weatherby Savings and Loan! I spit at you.
You should just abandon the ship.
It is not in my character, madam, to retreat simply because the odds are great. I will persevere. What vexes me most is my inability to assist in the war effort. My gun decks have naught but Morats and ne'er-do-wells as targets. Enough pleasantries. The Constitution has systems that need repairs to carry out its mission.
What war effort?
Against communist China, of course. But if any redcoats or Canadians sail nearby, I will give them a good thrashing, to be sure. To avenge the burning of our nation's capital would be a sweet victory indeed. Consult with the bosun and Mr. Navigator. They will relay your instructions. Dismissed. Look lively, lads. Scavengers approach. Soldier, man the cannons. Kill them only as a last resort. A few warning shots usually suffice to scare that rabble off. The cannons are ready. Fire at will.
Get him. Got it.
Broadside them, soldier.
Not be alarmed. Please stand by. Continued resistance is unlawful. Unrolling. Responding with extreme prejudice. Violence.
Get him, boy.
Oh my...
Warning. Overdue for maintenance.
Time to shut you up for good.
Intrude hostile target identified.
Sweet.
Law-abiding citizens, please leave
With
the
heavy
area.
circuit boards. Claim this victory.
Captain Ironsides.
You have your assignment.
I'm on it, don't worry.
Your very presence does this humble unit a great honor. My programming would find it amiss if I did not also interject. Long live the captain!
Do you often just interject, as you put it?
Indeed I do. I exclaim from exuberance, and not because I've been reprogrammed 5 times to wholeheartedly embrace these marvelous turns of phrase and anachronisms. My metal heart burns with a fierce love and affection for our captain. Huzzah!
Why were you reprogrammed? Was the captain involved?
I will confide this only as a cautionary tale. The captain requires all crew to speak in the proper idiom. We are the inheritors of a sacred tradition. There was a time I thought he was, well, balmy. With my new programming, I see his incalculable wisdom. Our last marine expedition valiantly returned with much-needed supplies, including replacement power cables, madam. Alas, with my severe lack of appendages, I find myself unequal to the task of repairing the cables myself.
Can't someone else repair it?
The rest of this crew is programmed for more martial pursuits, and they are, dare I say, useless in this endeavor. Oh, were I hale and hearty, but fate is a cruel mistress.
How'd you lose your arms?
They were stolen from me in their prime, with a full 2 centuries left on their warranty. The scavenger scum blasted them off me as I valiantly defended our ship systems. But the ship surgeon is still with us.
The ship had a surgeon? What happened to him?
Sadly, he is no longer with us. Another casualty in our thrice cursed war with the scavengers. His passing is a terrible loss. Look around. The captain's vision brought us here, but it was the surgeon who rebuilt the Constitution. Now it falls to us to carry on his work. Once you have resolved this matter, I beseech you to return to me to accept my undying gratitude.
All is well. Defending the Constitution.
First mate?
Clear deck of intruders. Error.
Bosun,
power courses through the Constitution's veins. Again! Her systems, long starved, flicker to life. A hearty congratulations. Huzzah! However, this has brought to light further failures in our power grid. The power relay, to my shame, I previously complained about is fluctuating wildly.
Why are you ashamed of that?
Bad for morale, madam. But there were dark times when I made all manner of baseless complaints against the captain, the manner in which this ship is run, and the plausibility of our sacred mission. But now, I see the error of my ways, and with your help, perhaps I can atone. Power relay coils are a common enough part. Might I recommend checking the local shopkeepers? Surely, they would be of some assistance. Fair winds and following seas.
Hey.
Tis an honor to crew such a storied vessel.
Anti-social. Behavior will not be tolerated.
Bosun.
Power flows far and steady. I would applaud you, but alas, I cannot, due to my lack of clapping instruments. But huzzah, madam, huzzah!
So, no more problems with the power?
Area 1. It flows like a veritable torrent through our cables. If I may say so, the surgeon would be proud. I require no further assistance. But our Mr. Navigator is also beset by troubles. Scuttle buddies, our guidance system is on her last legs. If you've not already, speak to it. Fare thee well.
Excellent. Mine now.
Patrolling.
Ahoy, soldier! Scavenger threat eliminated. Damage assessment will commence after this unit has completed scheduled duties.
Why did the scavengers attack?
Scavengers have attacked ship 17 times. Destroyed 13% of ship's systems. Stole 5% of ship's store. Logic error. Captain's orders authorize scavenger termination only if necessary to preserve the ship.
If they've attacked you 17 times, why don't you fight back?
This unit suggests Captain's core processes in need of extensive maintenance. Guidance system offline. Multiple errors diagnosed. First error. Guidance chip stolen. This unit requires its return.
Who stole your guidance chip?
Guidance chip is one entry on the list of stolen items. Reclaim chip at Scavenger's Forward Recon Station. Captain has approved a bounty for its return.
Lethal force is prohibited unless absolutely necessary.
Aft dinghy unlocked and available for your use, madam.
Don't shoot! Those assholes didn't attack the ship on our orders. They weren't trying to frag you anyhow. They just wanted to kill the frickin' robots.
So they were scavengers, but not with you.
Well, they were kinda with us. I mean, we're not really used to working together. It's not like anyone is in charge. But we do have an agreement. Everyone works together, gets an equal share. When you waltzed aboard the ship, those assholes just kinda lost it. They broke our agreement and paid for it. How did you get aboard anyway? We thought you were gonna get cratered for sure.
Does it really matter how I got aboard?
Fine, don't tell me. But you gotta look inside, right? All that salvage, the real motherlode, just waiting to be stripped and sold.
Is all the junk inside really that valuable?
Well, yeah, we could keep Diamond City in parts for months with all them gizmos. We'd never have to scrounge in the gutter again. So you talked with the tin can. What'd he have to say?
Ironside says you stole a guidance chip. He wants it back.
His guidance chip, right. You know what he needs it for? His rockets. The huge goddamn rockets on the side of his boat. He's nuts.
Rockets? Why is he building rockets?
Who knows? Maybe a bomb. Maybe he'll launch himself into space. Who cares? It's valuable as hell. That's what matters. Screw that robot and come work with us. There's dozens more of us nearby. It's only a matter of time before we come out on top.
I'm not splitting my share with her.
You holding out on us, Davies? You got some magical way in there? This lady's got a free ticket aboard, so shut up. Help us destroy that fricking tin can once and for all.
What's in it for me?
What do you think? The tin can's gonna pay you? Maybe in some fricking doubloons? Stick with us and you'll be rolling in caps. So you in or out?
I need to think about this.
Don't take too long or we'll crack the Constitution open ourselves. And then you'll get nothing.
Nice. There's a good dog. Hey.
Those scavers are under our protection.
Warning. Overdue for maintenance.
Sounds rough. Mr. Navigator?
Ahoy, soldier. Chip recovered. Dispensing bounty. Diagnostics report. 1 error remaining. Guidance radar's transmitter is non-functional. Requires replacement.
What's wrong with the transmitter?
Diagnostic inconclusive. No functioning Mr. Handy's available for detailed analysis. Acquire Poseidon radar transmitter at specified map coordinates. Further bounty will be dispensed upon completion, madam.
Patrolling.
One of the prisoners told me what they went through at the prep school. I had no idea. And you did that by yourself, right? Here's the payout.
What did the prisoner say about the prep school?
Judge Zeller was snatching people and brainwashing them. Like some damn cult. No wonder their numbers exploded.
It's the Minutemen who helped you. If you support us, we can help even more.
Yeah, right. The Minutemen abandoned our sorry asses long ago. A lot of people's kin died because of that. Listen, you did us a good turn, but it would take a hell of a lot more for me to want to deal with the Minutemen.
The Minutemen are under new management. Me. You can trust us now.
Really? That's almost tempting. But except for the occasional hiccup, we're looking out for ourselves just fine. Pass.
If that's it...
Yeah, we're good. With your help, the roads are a lot safer. Heard you got land of your own. Tell you what, build a safe place for the caravans to stop, and everyone can profit. But either way, you're welcome back to the hill anytime.
Hi.
Finally. My dad can stop belly aching about great-grandpappy. Thanks. Need a room?
Deal.
Any vermin you find is yours. No extra charge.